Can someone please confirm if the screen is visible? Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So let's get continued. So as whatever we have learned that two machines in different VNets, they should not be able to communicate with each other, right? And two machines in different subnets, can they talk to each other, guys? Two machines in different subnets, same VNet, different subnets.
Yes, they will talk to each other.
Yes, and we did a practical yesterday, and I asked you guys to do it. I think only 2 or 3 people have attempted that and did that, but I think rest of you did not do that. So please try that also. Do not simply jump to this one. Try creating two machines in same VNet, different subnets. Try pinging them with each other's IP, and then check if they are able to ping. One more thing, Anisa raised a question today that people are not deleting their machines, people are not deleting their IPs. Guys, please delete your machine properly, delete your public IPs, delete everything, whatever is there in your resource group. Go to your resource group and delete everything. Because if you are just deleting your machine, I told you from day one, don't just go here and delete the machine. But I see people are doing that, so please refrain from doing that. Otherwise, I've given access. People who are suffering, I'll give them access on subscription, and they will delete your resources. Later on, please do not complain that you are practicing. That should not be the case. Once you're done with your practice, please make sure that you delete everything. What you guys are doing now, you go to machine and you delete it. This is what you're doing. Now look at this. If I delete this, and if I don't check this, what is happening? My machine is being deleted, but public address, it is still there. I shared a screenshot also today. And there's a limitation of the public IP. If you guys are leaving your public IP, next person will not be able to create the machine. So it's always a good practice that you go to your resource group here and search everything. And it's even better practice that you click on this one, show hidden items. Look at this. Now there were 8, I see them 9 as of now. Select all and delete it from here. Please do this once you're done with your practice, so others will be able to practice. If you just leave the resource like that, others will not be able to practice. Okay. And one workaround I explained to Anisa in the morning, you guys can also use it. Let's say if you have limited public IPs and you want to work on two machines which are in same virtual network, different subnet, same subnet, it's okay, same virtual network. So you have public IP only on one machine, log into that machine, and from that machine you take the remote of other machine. Did you guys get it? For example, if these two machines I'm using, and if they are in same virtual network, what will I do? I will create this machine with public IP. I will take the remote of this machine and I will log into this machine. And from this machine, again, I will take remote of this machine using the private IP. As far as they are in same virtual network, it will work. And you will save on one public IP. So others can practice. If you utilize all the public IPs, others will not be able to practice. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, can someone just look at these two machines and tell me if they are in same region, are they in same virtual network or not?
No, they are not.
They are
No.
not
And
in same virtual network.
how did you come to this conclusion?
Uh,
The regions are different.
The
Regions
regions
are-
are different. One is South Central and one is East
Yes.
US.
Yes. So if this machine's virtual network, it is in South Central, so there is no way that this machine is being created in East US and say using the same virtual network. That is not possible. Okay, so now let's go ahead and back to our practical. Where were we? We were trying to make a communication of two virtual machines. And here in practice, we are just saying two machines, guys. Okay, normally it could be a project, it could be a merger of two companies, it could be a joint project of two companies, or maybe this company, Jaipur company, has hired Pune company for some auditing. So for some reason, people sitting in Pune virtual network, they need access or for on resources. Resources could be anything. Resources could be printer, resources could be server, resources could be shared folder, storage, documents, could be anything. So for some reason, could be merger, could be acquisition, could be auditing, it could be anything, or maybe they are working on some project together, or maybe this is client, this is vendor. It could be any business reason. You don't have to worry about it. Your business problem is that these two machines or these two networks, resources within these two networks, are not able to communicate with each other. And this is not a flaw, this is not an issue. This is how Azure has designed it. But this is my business problem. You have to give a technical solution. Again, you as in it won't come to you, your architect team. You have to give a technical solution to this problem. So your architect team has decided, okay, let's go ahead with VNet pairing. So now let's discuss what is VNet pairing. I'll quickly explain it to you, and then we'll do a practical of this. After VNet pairing, what can be done is these two networks will be able to talk to each other. And when I say network, all the subnets by default. Let me open a Paint and I will explain it to you. When I say network, there's nothing literally on the network. Can we have any resource on the network directly on the network? Yes, guys, can we have a resource directly on the network?
We'll need a subnet.
We need a subnet, right? So when I say a network, ultimately it is a subnet. It is a subnet. Do we have Fauzia here in this session? If yes, Fauzia, I'll answer your question maybe in next session. It is still not in the scope. I got your question, but I'll answer that in next session. So let's say this is virtual network. It's my Pune VNet. This is my Jaipur VNet. Here I have subnets, HR, legal, marketing, market, whichever we have. Under Jaipur we have Amer, okay, Jal Mahal and Hawa Mahal. These are the funny name, guys. Okay, these are the subnets we have. Now we have a machine somewhere here, a virtual machine somewhere here, and a virtual machine somewhere here. Due to some business reason, you don't have to worry about it. Whatever the reason is, you got a request that these two should be able to talk to each other. It's fine. Simple thing which you have to do, it's do a VNet pairing between these. That's all. How to do it, we are going to see. Understand the concept first, understand the theory first. In practical, it is very easy. जितना मैं बोल रहा हूँ यहाँ पर इतना hype करके, you will say यार इतना सा काम था बस. Yes, that's how it is. Okay, so this is called VNet pairing. Once you perform VNet pairing on this, these two machines will be able to talk to each other. बस इतना ही है VNet pairing, इससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं. Few things to remember in this one. Okay, the moment you do a VNet pairing, it is not on a subnet level. आपने HR subnet और Amer subnet का pairing नहीं किया है. You have paired two networks, Pune VNet and Jaipur VNet. What does it mean? Can marketing VNet talk to Hawa Mahal VNet? Can this be done after we do the VNet pairing? What do you think, guys?
Yes, they can.
Yes, this can be done. This can be done. I mean, any type of cross network, cross communication can be done. Why? Because you have done the pairing. Pairing works on this VNet level, not at the subnet level. Got it? This is one thing. Is it clear to everyone? Yes, guys, any
Yes.
doubt? What about others? Are you getting it?
No doubt.
Yes, sir.
Shoaib, Huzaif, Shweta, Satish, are you guys getting it?
Sir,
Yes,
can you repeat
bro.
once again?
Which part did you not understand? Could you elaborate? So I will.
PNet pairing, you have said Pune to Jaipur, you can do it. Afterwards, once we're done, so we can communicate with HR to Amir. It's right. You are saying
Right.
like that.
Hmm.
So I want to know if once we PNet pairing has been done, so they can communicate with each other.
Right.
Right, you are saying.
Right. So what is the question? Your
Okay.
understanding is clear till here. What is the doubt?
Means they can communicate once they have
Satish,
done.
feel free to ask whatever doubt you have. Don't think, feel free to ask any language, anything, it's fine. What is your doubt? Till here, whatever you explained to me, yes, your doubt, your understanding is clear. That is how it is. What is your doubt? Next doubt you have. Anything,
Sir,
whatever
एक
comes to
बार
your mind.
सर मतलब ये पेयरिंग हो गया सपोज, तो फिर हम बातचीत कर सकते हैं, आप बोल रहे हो?
सिंपल, यस, पिंग कर पाओगे। एंड
हाँ
यहाँ पर हम सिर्फ पिंग ट्राई कर रहे हैं। व्हेन आई से कम्युनिकेशन, तो उसके बाद बहुत कुछ होता है। प्रिंटर यूज होगे, एक दूसरे के प्रिंट कमांड दे पाओगे, आप यहाँ से डेटा वहां पर भेज पाओगे। वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट इंटरनेट गाइस, ओके, डोंट से यार वो तो मैं ईमेल से भी भेज सकता हूँ। वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दैट। व्हेन आई से कम्युनिकेशन, तो शेयर फोल्डर में जो डॉक्यूमेंट है वो यूज कर पाओगे। यहाँ इस मशीन से इस मशीन का रिमोट ले पाओगे, प्रोवाइडेड यू हैव एक्सेस एंड यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड। उस टाइप की कनेक्टिविटी की हम बात कर रहे हैं। यस,
ओके।
आस्क। Any other doubt anyone has? Okay, so this is how it is, guys. Once you do the peering, it will create the connection between all of these, and all machines will be able to speak to each other. Okay. Now, there are two types of peering. One is local or regional. It's the same thing, local slash regional. Locals or regional peering, and one is global peering. The difference is only in theory. In practical, it's exactly same. So what is it? In local peering or regional peering, when the both virtual networks are in same region, East US, and this is also in East US. So this is called regional or local peering. Got it? It is regional or local peering. And what case do we have? Where is our VNet, Jaipur VNet? It is somewhere in West US 2 or West US. This is called global peering. बस इतना ही difference है. Practical में कोई भी difference नहीं. I'm gonna show it to you. Practical exactly same है, each and every step. The only difference in theory is when you say local peering, local VNet peering, or regional VNet peering, your interviewer may use a word that could you explain what is regional VNet peering, or could you tell me what is local VNet peering? Then you will say, yes, a VNet pairing which we do in two virtual networks in Azure which are in same region, that is your local VNet pairing. What is global VNet pairing? Again, peering which we do between Azure virtual networks in Azure which are in different regions, that is global VNet pairing. Rest everything is same, all functionality, all tasks, all steps, everything is same. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So let's say that someone has access to uh, all of these machines, okay, all of these machines and resources, they have access, but without peering. And that person, that machine, or that person here is somewhere here in marketing with his laptop. He has access as in user ID and password and everything. That access he has got cleared. But if there is no VNet pairing, will he be able to access the machine which is there in West US? This one, which is here in Amer, will he be able to access that machine if there is no VNet pairing? Can he take RDP? Can he ping that machine? Despite of having access,
No.
he won't be able to take RDP. Right? Once we set up the RDP, once we set up the peering, this person will be able to take access. But can this person take access on the machines which are there in these subnets also? Yes, he can. As far as access level is clear, from networking point of view, yes, this person from here got already access to everything. And what about this one? This person who's sitting here in marketing uh, subnet, can he access something which is there in legal subnet without VNet pairing?
Yes, they can.
Yes, they can.
Yes. Why so silence, guys? Yes, definitely. Why? Because subnets within a VNet, they can talk to each other by default. You do not require any VNet pairing, nothing for this. So by the same logic, if they are connected, they are also connected. And once you connect this is how this connection is. Sorry for the bad diagram, guys, but this is how it is. I hope you got it. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do the practical then. So when I say we have to do VNet pairing, it will happen on your virtual network. So I will search for virtual network. Look at the steps carefully, guys. If you want to make a note of it, do it. If you want to watch the video again while you practice, do that. First, let's check if these machines are communicating with each other. They should not be. Yeah, they're still stuck there. Can you see? These machines are not able to
Yeah.
speak to each other. Okay, now let's go ahead and start peering. You can go to any of the VNets. Earlier in a classic resource, what was it? We had to go to both virtual networks and do the configuration. We had to come here and do this configuration. यहाँ पे सारी details देनी पड़ती है that okay, we are doing a peering. What is the which is the network you want to pair with, etc., etc. All the details you give here. Same thing again, you log off from this VNet, not literally log off. I mean, you go away from this VNet or open a new tab or something and go to this VNet and do the same practice here, same steps here. And they will start communicating. This is old way. You do not even have to remember it. You don't even need to know it. It's okay, just for your knowledge. It was like this, but now here in the new one, we can do both things sitting on one VNet. So I am planning to do a peering between these two virtual networks. So I can go on any one of those. Let's say I go to Jaipur VNet. You click here, overview, activity log, access control. This is same what we learned there. Address space, I already explained it to you. Connected device, we're going to do that later. Subnet, we have seen it. Bastion, we are going to do later. DDoS, firewall later. Defender, we are not doing it. Network manager, we don't have to worry about it. DNS, no. So the next option is peering. Can you guys see it? Is it visible, guys? The cursor,
Yeah.
color, everything.
Yes.
Peering, here it is. And I told you always keep an eye here at the upper left hand corner. It shows you that on which resource you are currently. So where am I currently? I am under virtual network, and on which virtual network I am on? I am on Jaipur VNet, and I'm clicking on peerings. Do I see any existing peering here?
No.
No.
If I had, I will see it here. If I don't see, let's click on add.
Sir, I have a dot one. Can I
Yes.
ask?
Yeah, sure.
Sir, yeah, can you go to diagram, sir?
Sure. Yes.
सर इफ मतलब क्या है कि ना पुणे टू जयपुर अपन को बात करना है बट व्हाट हैपन आई वांट टू टॉक मतलब मेरे को सिर्फ एचआर से आमिर से ही बात करना है बाकी सबसे बात नहीं करना है एचआर पुणे आमिर पुणे एचआर टू आमिर से बात करना है और लीगल मार्केटिंग ये सब नहीं बात करना है तो कैन वी डू डायरेक्टली टू एचआर टू आमिर ओनली दैट्स इट
No, definitely not. VNet peering, good question. Though I was expecting someone to ask. It is very evident question. Mind में आना ही चाहिए जितना emphasize कर रहा था मैं कि यार ये तो आप जबरदस्ती connection दे रहे हो. I did not want that. But to answer your question, no, that is not possible. VNet peering will happen only at the VNet level. There are different methods where you can block the traffic. We'll see that later. We'll learn that later. Good question though. Very good question, guys. Whoever asked, who was that? Satish, right? Yes.
यस सर
Yes, but there is no way. VNet pairing, it cannot be done at subnet level. VNet pairing तो होगा आपका VNet पे ही, and all will get connection. But yes, there are workarounds and there are methods where you can block the traffic. That can be done for sure, and we'll see that also. Not today, later we'll see that. But VNet pairing, it will happen only at virtual network level. But as I told you कि VNet बहुत ही एकदम detail इसमें बनाया जाता है. तो normally, if they do not want these to communicate with each other, they will only create one VNet, one subnet, one VNet, one subnet, one VNet, one subnet. They can do that easily. There are no extra charges for that. They will do that. That I'll create one VNet, only one subnet named HR, one VNet, one subnet named legal, one VNet. Under that, I will have one subnet called marketing. They can do this also. And let's say if it is already created and later on there is a business requirement that only these two should communicate with each other, HR and Amir, and not other legals and general. But yes, there are methods we can achieve that. But VNet peering will happen only at VNet level. You cannot have VNet peering at subnet level. Clear, Satish?
यस सर
Okay. Now, where am I? I am on virtual networks. I am on Jaipur VNet. I clicked on peering, and this is how we are creating. Now it says give a name, peering link name. So I'm giving it a name that from What is it? Jaipur to Pune. Where am I configuring it, guys? This virtual network. And what do you mean by this virtual network? Which virtual network? When it says this, कौन सा virtual network को refer कर रहा है, पुणे या जयपुर?
Jaipur.
Jaipur, right? Why? Because I clicked on Jaipur. Here I am on Jaipur. So this का मतलब हुआ Jaipur. Because I am on Jaipur here. I am on Jaipur VNet. Okay. So this virtual network आपसे वो पूछ रहा है कि यहाँ पर configure करो आप. So name, it can be anything. This is just for your understanding. I'm giving a name. VNet pairing Jaipur to Pune. Next question. Allow access to remote virtual network. Now in this case, which is remote virtual network?
Pune.
Pune. Though we have not selected here yet, but we know at our back of the mind that Pune we are talking about. So do we have to allow that? Yes, we want to allow that. Select this option if you wish to allow communication between two virtual networks. This allow remote virtual network address spaces to be included as a part of virtual network tag. So this will communicate with each other. Okay, so I will allow that. Now the next question is allow traffic to remote virtual network. This we are not checking and I'm not explaining it now. As of now, just leave it by default. Why is it there? This is for some other concept, hub and spoke. When we are going to learn that, we'll see that. But for virtual network peering, this is not needed. Okay, what you need is only allow access to remote virtual network. That's it. Even if you check it, it's okay. आपका functionality break नहीं हो रही है. Let's keep it checked. It's okay. Allow traffic forwarded from remote virtual network. What does it mean? Traffic which is forwarded from the remote virtual network. Which is our remote virtual network in this case?
Pune.
Pune. Do we want traffic to come from Pune to Jaipur?
No.
Why not?
No.
I want to ping these machines with each other. Do I want to ping only this machine from this to this and not from this to this, or do I want both of them to ping each other?
Both of them.
Both
to
of
each
them
other.
to ping each other.
Yes. So we want both of them to ping each other. In that manner, we want traffic from remote virtual network for sure. But we have already checked that here. We have already checked that here, that we want traffic from virtual network also, from remote virtual network. But this check is not talking about the traffic which is generated on this network. This check is talking about traffic which is forwarded from this network, not the generated traffic. This is talking about the forwarded traffic. Let me explain it to you. Let's say that if I have VNet 1 and I'm pairing it to VNet 2, then this two VNet will start speaking with each other. And we can have more than one VNet pairing. On one virtual network, we can have maximum 500 VNet pairing. इसको इससे connect कर दिया, उसको इससे connect कर दिया. This is fine. Now VNet I have connected with VNet 3 also. So now this VNet 1, it's able to speak to VNet 2. These machines can communicate with each other. VNet 1 can communicate with VNet 3 also. But remember this jargon, you have to use this in your interview. Okay, that VNet peering, it's not transitive in nature. What does it mean? When I say it is not transitive in nature, just because I've connected VNet 1 to VNet 2 and VNet 1 to VNet 3, that does not mean that VNet 2 can speak VNet 3. This is non-transitive nature. If it was transitive in nature, then this will speak with each other. Our subnets, they are transitive in nature. If you go back to our example, our MS Paint, these are transitive in nature. Once it is done, this is all automatically added. This is automatically added. This is automatically added. That is transitive in nature. This is non-transitive in nature. VNet pairing, it's non-transitive in nature. Just because I've connected VNet 1 to VNet 2 and VNet 1 to VNet 3, that does not mean that VNet 2 and VNet 3 can talk to each other. Is it clear, guys? Is this
Yes, sir.
statement clear? Now, if
Yes.
I want to speak to someone. Let's say I am sitting on VNet 2 and I want this VNet 2 to speak to VNet 3. What is the option?
VNet pairing between VNet 2 and VNet 3.
Simple option is VNet pairing, but I don't want to do VNet pairing. I am looking for some other option. So that option is I can go from here and like this. But will it happen automatically? No. To allow this, I will have to allow the traffic forwarded from the remote virtual network. So if I go back to this, look at this. First section, it's talking about this traffic, which is between them. Second and first one, it's okay. Between these two. From here to here, here to here, it's okay. The third one, it's talking about this traffic, which is being forwarded. If I come from some other virtual network, यहाँ से आके मैं यहाँ पर जाना चाहता हूँ ना, so this is not my generated traffic. This is the forwarded traffic. I'm getting it from someone else and I'm forwarding it to someone else. So if I want
Hello.
something like this, yes, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, sir, can I ask you something?
Oh no, let me finish this.
Okay.
Okay, so if you want your forwarded traffic from here, a traffic which is being generated on VNet 2, and you want to access or forward that to VNet 3, that if you want to achieve, that you can do from here using VNet 1. But to achieve that, you will have to check this box that allow forwarded traffic from virtual network, which is not the case in our scenario. What we want to do, we want to simply communicate with two virtual network machine 1 and 2. So we do not require this one as of now. Yes, Satish, you can ask your question now.
सर उसका जरूरत क्या है? अगर ट्रैफिक ही नहीं भेजना है तो वहां से यहाँ पर कम्युनिकेट करके क्या फायदा है सर?
No, you will check this only if there is a requirement. If you want to
मतलब वो
send it, then only you check it. If you otherwise don't check it.
मतलब वो यूज क्यों करना है सर जब आप उनको हमें भेजना ही नहीं है वो ट्रैफिक वहां से?
So don't use
तो
it.
फिर वो
If you don't
Okay.
want to use it, don't check it. This is what we are explaining here.
ओके
If
ओके
you want to use, then only check it. Getting it? I'm not saying
ओ
you have to
मींस
check it.
लेंथ प्रोसेस नहीं करने के लिए, बड़ा लेंथ प्रोसेस नहीं करने के लिए ये
See,
सॉफ्टवेयर
if you
मतलब
do
ये
not
टूल
want to do, if you do not want to do the pairing,
हाँ
why do you
ओके
think कि
ओके
pairing नहीं करना पड़ेगा? I'll tell you. 500 सुनने में बहुत बड़ा नंबर लगता है, but लाइव एनवायरनमेंट में आप जाओगे ना, 500 ऐसे ही खत्म हो जाता है. You will literally see virtual networks जिनके more than 500 pairing हो चुके हैं, and now it's not possible to have one more pairing. And there is a business requirement for these two to communicate with each other. Then what will you do? Getting it? That you
ओके ओके
will
आई अंडरस्टैंड
really
फॉर
see
दिस
see the scenario जहाँ पे 500 हो चुके हैं. It sounds a big number here. ट्रेनिंग सेशन में बहुत बड़ा नंबर सुनने में मिलता है, प्रोडक्शन एनवायरनमेंट में वो 500 भी छोटे पड़ जाते हैं, कम पड़ जाते हैं. So if you have that situation, then you can use this, and to use this method, you will have to check this box. In our scenario, we do not have to do that. Okay, so you are not allowing any forwarded traffic. Now this is done. What I told you, that initially we had to go to two different virtual networks and do the configuration, but in this new GUI, we can set up both virtual networks from one page. Though I clicked on Jaipur, but sitting here on the same page, I can set up both virtual networks. So this one I was setting up for my Jaipur virtual network. Now look at this. What does it say? Remote virtual network. Which is my remote virtual network?
Pune.
Pune. So now I'm going to give the name. यहाँ पे नाम किस तरह से होगा? This is Pune to Jaipur. Okay. This is what I was talking about. Classic. In any resource, wherever, never go for classic. No one is going to ask. This option is still there, but do not use it. No one is going to ask. We always use resource manager. So now sitting on the same page, I am configuring the Pune virtual network. Just because I named it Pune, that does not mean I am still there. I have to select that network, right? So select the subscription. In this case, I have only one subscription. If I had multiple subscription, I will see them and I will have to select that particular subscription. Let's say if you have two subscription, I can go to my UT-Kloud, and there I could have showed you the first one where I have two subscription, pay as you go. That is in different tenant. But in this case, we have same subscription. It's okay. You have to practice with same subscription. This is the place where you will select your virtual network, where you will select your remote virtual network. यहाँ पे just because you have written Pune does not mean Azure will take it to Pune directly. यहाँ पर Pune लिख दिया does not mean you will directly go to Pune VNet. So this is the place where you have to select your subscription and select your VNet. Just I write Pune over there and select Kumail here over here. So do you think the VNet peering will happen and these machine will communicate with each other? If
No.
I click on add, no, right? Just writing, you can give any name here, ABC 1 2 3. It could be anything. Just for your understanding, we are writing Pune. That does not mean somewhere we have mentioned Pune. So here is the place where I will select Pune. And same thing, these two check these boxes. Third one, do I want to allow the forwarded traffic? No. From here also, I do not want any forwarded traffic. Click on add. And now look at this. I clicked on add at one, and it is doing it two places. So one at a Jaipur VNet, it is creating the connection. And if I go to Pune VNet, though I did not go there and do anything on the same page, I have configured that, but you will see the peering there also. If I go here in peering, you will see a peering will appear here also. Look at this. Can you see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it clear, guys, how to configure a VNet peering? And look at this. Are these machines talking to each other now?
Yeah.
So this is how you do your VNet peering. Global VNet peering, regional VNet peering, no difference. In practical, no difference. Only the thing is that if you create your two different VNets in different regions, it will be called global VNet peering. What we did, it's global VNet peering. Rest is simple. It's regional VNet peering when they are in same region. Here it is. I have already given these details if you want to read it in detail. What is virtual network peering? What is virtual network? From interview point of view, if you want to read, you can refer to this. Steps are already there in the recording. When you do your practice, make sure you watch the recording. And if you have written it already, it's well and good. So we discussed usable IPs, we discussed VNet, we discussed subnets. Subnets can communicate with each other, VNets cannot communicate with each other. But if there is a business requirement, we use VNet peering. So that is what we have learned yesterday and today. We have 5 minutes left. I will leave it up to you guys. If you have any questions, please let me know, because we cannot start a new topic now. And I think it was too much. So I'm hoping some questions. Yes, guys. Do you have any questions? Please let me know.
So, could you please share that image in the WhatsApp group?
Which one?
That VNet peering. Forwarded.
No,
Third
no,
option was.
This
third
one with
option.
this one
Yes.
or this one?
Both
Both are
will be
pathetic though.
good.
No, both are not very
Good
clear.
for understanding. Good
No,
for
no worries.
understanding.
I'll send both of them. I had to discuss one more topic, but we do not have enough time. We'll take it in next session. This is something different. But start understanding, guys. VNet pairing इसी के base पे बनेगा VPN, and VPN will allow you to speak to other cloud provider also. Now we are just discussing within Azure. What if my 10 servers are in AWS and 10 in Azure? Then what? Then we're gonna use VPN. What if my 500 servers are on-prem, 500 in Azure? Then we are going to use VPN, and that is the time once you establish the VPN connectivity, you will no longer require public IP. Then you will be able to speak from your local network to Azure directly. But it's a huge topic. We won't be able to finish it in 5 minutes. We're not starting it now. But this is the base. If you understand VNet pairing properly, we will do VPN connectivity also here, and then we'll do the VPN for on-prem or maybe for AWS or something. We'll see that. So do you have any questions, guys? Okay, we still have some time. Feel
Sir,
free to.
Sunil,
Yes.
Sunil, I need clarification on subnet. Actually, I'm little confused. I seen the video, but if you
So
can
today's, or are you talking about the subnet which is there in those YouTube videos?
The YouTube video which you have sent.
Forget it. Don't worry about it. Did you understand today's subnet topic? Azure?
Yeah, I have understood.
That's more than enough. That is more than enough.
Okay.
If you did not understand this, there will be a problem. People will ask you question related to Azure subnet. They may
Understood.
ask, can machines in different subnet talk to each other? I have this machine here in subnet 1, I have that machine in subnet 2, and this is my database machine, this is my SQL machine, this is my web application machine. Will they talk to each other? Do I have to do something to do that? So you have to more, attentive on that, more active, and check if they are talking about same VNet. If they did not mention, you ask them, you probe them, are you talking about same VNet? If they are in same VNet, different subnet, they will communicate with each other. This is how you will have to tackle it. Yes guys, any other questions? If no, that's okay. I'll assign some assignments, some tasks to you guys. Make sure you finish yesterday's task also, you finish this task also. I mean, same thing. You'll have to do, create two different machines in different VNets, and do a VNet pairing, and then ping them and send the screenshot. That's all you will have to do, right? So if you guys do not have any question, I will end the session. We still have 1 minute though. If anyone wants to ask any questions, please feel free to ask. No questions, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, then let's close the session. Make sure, guys, you delete your resources. Please do that. Okay, and try to minimize the usage of public IP so others can also practice. Now you are learned enough to utilize the leverage the features of Azure. Use only one public IP on one machine, take remote of that machine from this one. That will not work, by the way, in different VNet, right? I hope you understand that. You create a machine with public IP in one VNet, and you're trying to take a remote of another machine in different VNet. That is not going to happen unless you do the VNet pairing. So make sure you follow these steps. Okay, I'm stopping the session, guys. I will assign the task. See you next week. Please complete your task. I will check them.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye all.